Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias in which people of low ability or skill in a given area maintain illusory superiority and mistakenly assess their ability, skill, and/or experience as being greater than it is. The cognitive bias of illusory superiority comes from the inability of lower ability people to recognize their lack of ability. Without the self-awareness of metacognition, that is, an awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes, low ability people cannot objectively evaluate their actual competence or incompetence in that field of expertise. Key to understanding Dunning-Kruger effect is every human is susceptible to it. The challenge is to be willing to find the means to overcome it, and you need to recognize that nobody can reliably do that on their own. Dr. Dunning's recommendation to overcome this is to objectively benchmark what other people in a given field do and then make comparisons of that to yourself. That gives you objective data to measure against. It's worth noting that there are numerous charts associated with Dr. Dunning that never appeared in any of his original work. While there are certainly truth to be found in these charts, that doesn't represent what his findings and his studies actually were, which indicates the people circulating them are themselves subject to Dunning-Kruger effect. As measured ability or knowledge improves in a given area, so does the awareness and accurate self-assessment of that ability or knowledge. People in the bottom quartile recognize that they're not as good as others, but still tend to overestimate their ability as they lack sufficient domain knowledge to correctly self-assess. Better performers in that field have an increasing level of knowledge therein, which also includes their ability to better self-assess. Top quartile will tend to underestimate their measured ability as they know enough to recognize that they still don't know everything. Another way to consider this, a majority of people will likely self-assess that they're, about average, regardless of which quartile they're actually in. Finally, Dunning-Kruger effect is not an issue of intelligence. It's an issue of experience and skill in a given subject area. A skilled and intelligent person could still be subject to this in an area that they aren't currently experienced in. It's something that affects everyone. That includes me, and that includes you. The solution is to be involved in a program that helps you objectively benchmark your ability and compare that with others. In shooting, that means go shoot a match.